Yes, please have a seat. So I just want you to keep in mind we do have some shy people here, so I'm gonna make sure that they're not shy before the end of tomorrow on Saturday. All right. Introduce yourself to the crowd here.
My name is Mr.
We are able to hear her? Okay, they said they want to just a little louder.
My name is Moffett.
Her name is Moffett and?
Adam.
Alright, round of applause for Moffett and Adam. Okay. So, Moffett and Adam, did I get it right? Tell the crowd 5 unique things about each other. 5 unique things. Is that? No, let me stop.
Apparently she's nice. She plays basketball and she makes a lot of friends.
Okay. One thing about her is that she used to play basketball. She speaks Yoruba.
Like I said, you guys are not going to be shy before the end of tomorrow. So we have Moffett and Adam. One plays tennis, basketball. Okay. Any inspirations to go pro? No? Okay. Alright, we'll get back to that. Round of applause them as they go back to their seats. Alright, what is table number 6? No, actually, you know what? Stop. Brayden, who is the person that you chose? Alright, round of applause for Brayden and Jimmy, right? Wimmy? Wimmy, yes. Come on, guys, you gotta clap harder for them so as they come up. Yes. You know, see, okay. So we have Brayden and Wemmy, yes? Alright, so tell the crowd 5 unique things about Wemmy that you learned. You said what? Oh, you only asked? Okay, good. Alright, Wemmy, what are 5 unique things about Brayden? You gotta tell a lot.
He has an Xbox and a PS5. His favorite food is ice cream. He plays 2K. His favorite sport is basketball. And he plays games a lot.
Kobe, Michael, Stephen Curry.
Round of applause for Brayden. Round of applause. Alright, who am I missing here? Am I missing someone? Would you like to? Yes? Okay, round of applause for our auntie and our gentleman. You guys gotta clap louder. Come on, there we are. Alright. Gabriel. Okay. Gabriel, what is Mrs. Esther's 5 unique things about her? Is that her? Okay.
She likes to sing. She's 17 years old.
Knows better. Round of applause for them, please. Round of applause. You go sit down. Round of applause. All right. Let's see. Who am I missing here? What number are you guys? Yes? All right, round of applause for her. What's her name? No, what's her name now? Come on. You guys cheer them on a little bit too. Cheer them on. Oh no, you're not the only one coming. Where's your partner at? Oh, is she shy? Round of applause for Adam. Yes. We have a shy one.
She likes to play soccer. She likes to talk. She's also allergic to pineapple. And she likes Frank Ocean.
Exodus and Iowa. We're going to learn a little bit more about you. I like to do a little remix. Exodus, who is your top 5 Afrobeat artists?
Top, like you want me to list them?
Yes, please.
Number 1, Drake. Number 2, Frank Ocean. Number 1, Drake. Number 2, Frank Ocean.
Frank Ocean for Afrobeat?
Yes. Those are the top 5 artists of all time. I mean, top, yes. Oh, wait. Number 3, Ashake.
Okay, that's the top one. That's only one we know.
Drake does not do Afrobeats.
Okay.
So we have Frank Ocean for Afrobeat artists. We have Drake for Afrobeat artists. We have Ashake for Afrobeat artists, and then the remaining 2 are
Shelly Poppy. And Rema.
okay. Round of applause for Exodus. You go sit down. We're gonna put Maiwa on the spot here. All right, Maiwa. Let's see here. Maiwa, what are your top 5 artists? Any genre?
Okay. We
Black. He likes to chill around, rather. What did you say your favorite food was? Favorite food is pizza. Okay. What do you want to become when you get older?
a doctor.
Okay, we have another medical expert. Round of applause for him. All right, so we have Judah. There we are. Judah is shy. What question should I ask Judah? What do y'all want to know about Judah?
What sport? Yeah, what sport?
All right, Judah, they want to know what sport you play.
I run track.
You run track. What is your 40 time?
40?
40.
40.
40 time.
Or 4x4, whatever. What is your
400.
Oh, and a 4? It's like, I don't even know. I ain't gonna lie. I got check.
Judah, tell us 3 unique things about you that was not said.
I got 3 sisters. I play corner. Just about it.
What's your role in
All right.
Never mind, don't worry.
Judah, what is your top 5 Afrobeat artists? Aside from Drake and Frank Ocean.
Stop clapping.
Frank Ocean is a part of the African
What's going on? Are you searching this? Guys, let's give him a few seconds as Judah searches his phone for his top 5 artists. Oh, you have it right now? Okay, go ahead.
We're gonna go, Ashake.
Okay.
Ruger. Brandon Boy, Remo. And I got some blood.
So we have Ruger, we have Burner Boy, we have, who am I missing? Rema, Davido, and WizKid. How do y'all like that list? Yeah? It's alright? It's alright? Okay. Round of applause for Judah. Round of applause. Come on, guys. Round of applause for Judah. Round of applause. Round of applause. Let's see. Oh, I'm glad you made eye contact with me. Round of applause for our sister right here. Come on. Yes, I forgot you are kind of shy. Who's your partner? We have Juliet and Bolu. Round of applause for Juliet and Bolu. Guys, this is as loud as you can clap. Y'all don't want to clap loud for it? There we go. Okay. Let me start with Juliet. Juliet, 5 unique things about Bolu.
She's 13. Her favorite color is blue.
They want you to
She has 1 niece and 1 nephew, and she likes Disney movies.
So we have Bolu, 13. Say it again.
She's 13. Her favorite color is blue. She has 1 niece, 1 nephew, and she likes Disney movies.
She likes Disney, and that's it. All right, no worries. Bolu, 5 unique things about our lovely sister here.
She likes She has 15 middle names. She likes
Okay. Okay. Round of applause for them. So, where you guys going? No, we're gonna get a little to know about you. So we have Bo and Juliet. Okay. Anime. Who likes anime?
I do.
Okay. Top 3 anime. What is your top 3 favorite anime? So the crowd can know. Guys, this is Juliet, by the way. You guys gotta be quiet. What is Juliet's top 3 anime? One Piece.
Mid.
Naruto. Solo Leveling. Chainsaw Man. I mean, I may be old, but I watch the same things you guys do. What am I missing?
That's one right there.
No. Attack on Titan?
Yo, me.
No. So we have, what was the first one? One Piece,
Mid piece.
Solo Leveling, and tick, tock, tick, tock. Black what? Black Clover? Clover. Okay. What do you, okay, so we have an anime. What is your favorite color again? Blue and black. What is your top 3 favorite food? Rice? Okra soup? With rice? No, okay. So we have rice, okra soup, and plantain. Is that what you said? Diz Dodo? Giz Dodo. Gizzard, what is that? Gizzard and plant. Oh, that sounds like. Guys. When we're doing this, you got, because you're like right next to my ear, so you're talking, it throws me off. So we have Bolu, right? Bolu. What is your top 3 favorite artists? Oh, sorry, it's okay. I won't put my. So we have SZA, like scissors. What is SZA? What is that? Is that the R&B artist? Okay, so we have SZA for our first place. What's second place and third place? Beyonce, Rihanna, Taylor Swift, Michael Jackson. Okay, Michael Jackson below SZA? No, it's okay. We'll keep going. So we have SZA, we have Michael Jackson, and then who was the third place? Jhené Aiko. Okay. So we have. All right, give us your top 3 Afrobeat artists. Afrobeat. You don't listen to Afrobeats? African music. It's okay. Round of applause for them. Round of applause. You want to go? No worries. Come on. Yeah, I'll let y'all go. Let's see here. Want to make sure we're good on time. Okay, we're good. Round of applause for them, guys. You got to round of applause. You got to cheer them on. Cheer them on a little bit. You say you want to go first? So we have, is it Bemiga? And then Chopin, sorry. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm sorry. Sorry, my accent is a little too strong. So we have Chopin and Bemiga. What are some 5 unique things about Mr. Bemiga?
He runs track. His favorite car is his dream car is a GT3. His dream vacay is to Turks and Caicos. And his favorite color is blue.
Okay, so we have blue, Turks and Caicos. So it looks like that man likes to travel. He likes a luxury life. And then what was the other one? August, we have another track runner. Okay. There we go, right? There we go. Give us 5 unique things about our sister Chopin here. 20 years old. A paralegal. Okay. No, welcome to that. So we have a 20-year-old paralegal that likes to play instruments. Okay, we're building a profile here. Keep going. Whose favorite color is pink? Okay. Montego Bay. So it looks like you guys like to travel. Okay. Okay. What is your favorite genre of music? Are we Afrobeat, R&B, hip hop,
I
rock?
don't really have a, I listen to every, I don't have a favorite. I have a favorite artist, but not a favorite genre, because they're all from like different.
All right, top three artists, any genre. I'll say it.
Topic artists in general, Frank Ocean would be one.
Frank Ocean, the Afrobeat artist.
After you didn't say that.
No, okay, never mind. Let's keep going. That joke is already dead. So let's keep going. All right, let's go.
But okay, so Frank Ocean would be one.
Okay.
The second one would be Daniel Caesar.
Okay. So we have Daniel Caesar, Frank Ocean, and then
Shay Vibes. That's yeah.
Shay Vibes.
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
I know what
Okay. What made you want to get into? Why did you become a paralegal? And what are your future plans as far as career? Oh yeah, you can get the mic.
I wanted to go to school to be a lawyer, but I couldn't like pay for college. So the paralegal program is like the next best thing. So basically, if you become paralegal, you can go to law school. Like if you get sponsored by your law firm. So basically, yeah, that's it.
Round of applause for everyone. All right, so we have Mr. Bamiga. Okay. Bamiga, what is your top 5 favorite artists of any genre?
Lucky.
You said Lucky?
Okay.
Kim Kardashian?
Ken Carson.
Ken Carson, okay.
We got Tony.
Little T. Okay.
We got
Rema and then. Sorry? You got a thing? Okay. What do you like to do for fun? Okay, so we have track runner here, and then what is your favorite food?
Rice.
So you like to eat rice and noodles at the same time?
No, it's Indomie. He eats Indomie every day.
Indomie. Okay. Round of applause for them. Round of applause. Am I missing anyone? Okay. This is gonna be the last one because we gotta go to the next item. So round of applause for our 2 sisters that are coming up. So let's see here. We have Dorcas and did I say that right? Dorcas and Miss Esther. Okay. All right, 5 unique things about our sister Esther here.
She plays basketball. She's a part of the media team at church. She loves Jesus, and she's artistic and creative, and she does track.
Okay. What are 5 unique things about Dorcas?
She loves sports medicine. She's a part of the media team in church. Loves Jesus and loves friends and family.
All right, round of applause for them. Round of applause. Oh, you listen now. So, a lot of you guys are wondering what are those things in the middle of your table. All right, so does everyone hear? Can everyone hear me? You see all those things on the middle of your table? We're gonna call it's called an improv game. So within all those items that you have on the table, I'm gonna give you guys 15 minutes or so. Everyone needs to come up with a skit, just using the items on that table. A skit. So I'm gonna give you guys 15 minutes. So 15 minutes, you guys. I'm gonna give you guys 15 minutes to come up with a skit, and then after the skit, guys, I haven't explained the direction yet. If you can hear me, clap 3 times. So you're gonna perform. You're gonna make up a skit, and then after that 15 minutes is over, you're gonna perform it in front of everybody. So make sure it's good. 15 minutes, guys. Starting now.
Downtown the spot.
15 minutes.
Man, there's no one in the live.
Yeah,
It's recording apparently. It's recording. Yeah, you should be able to take pictures. I'm gonna hit one of these. Yeah, he good. Huh? He good. I'm gonna hit one of those.
Okay, let's practice.
He's gonna be attacking you with this stuff, right? Cops are gonna stop him.
I see the green pop up. Should be on
Alright, bro. I'm not gonna pick that. I'm gonna pick that. Damn it. No, I'm trying to take a picture. Everyone's like singing from the lens like Bozo.
They wanted a picture?
No, I'm just taking a picture. Everyone's like walking on the way. I only had a shot of it. Bozo.
Oh, look, don't sit down.
Bro, I'm talking to you. 1-1.
Welcome, Cowboy Class.
Stop! We literally practiced this. How are you messing it up already? It's LeBron. LeBron. No, it's LeBron. LeBron. No, it's LeBron. LeBron. Oh, it's LeBron. LeBron James. LeBron James. And like, oh my gosh, we practiced for weeks and you still mess up. Like, you suck. You can't sing.
You want to fight about it?
Y'all should do a rap battle.
What are you doing in your house? This looks like I was I don't understand English like that. You're supposed to speak the language I speak. What are you doing in my house? When's the one you don't have in your house? Give my food back. Well, it wasn't a question. I need it back. Now. Like now. You want to get beat. And this is like you don't have this thing. I won't. I really won't. Like just if you're not scared, don't play it. One, two. That's stupid. Nonsense. Don't kneel down now. Kneel down there. Kneel down there. Now. Kneel down there. You do it again. Yes. Whatever you do it again. Yes. We do it again. You'll be staying there until you start changing your ways. You're not going out of this house until you change your ways. You'll be helping me everything in this house. You're not going anywhere until you change. I'm not playing with you. Okay? Back down.
Guys, keep your comments to yourself, please. Complete silence as they're talking.
Let's go and find some treasure.
You did what?
I broke my iPad.
Hey, go trade me now. No, Junu. Gabriel, where's your iPad?
You told me to go throw it away.
I don't see you. So it's Junu. Má ṣe ṣége fún mi. Ṣé mi lówó bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tí máa yọ ojú ẹ̀? Máa rí sẹ́ẹ̀tì orí ẹ̀. Ìṣòjò, let's go.
Hey, let her go. Let her go. I said let her go. Yay, we got her back.
Hello, class. Today we're going to be talking about again. Our friends who don't lie. MFL Junior. So, hey, we're moving on. This was a civil rights activist. And who was that? Don't do that anymore, guys. And, he helped black people get rights. I can't read. What did it say? If you guys do it one more time, I'm gonna click. You know what? Thank you.
Yes, you are able to keep the hats, and you can keep whatever is on the table. So, so right now, I'm gonna do about 10 minutes before we go into the next item. 10 minutes to take a break, and also grab whatever you all want to eat, and then we'll move forward with the program. 10 minutes. 10 minutes, guys.
He does a video, but now if you press here, it doesn't take any picture.
Yeah, that's what's happening, yeah.
Let me see if I do this, it's for me to take it. Okay, now it does. Okay, now I'm gonna stop recording.
People like this, it's more like people that will show you shit. We go to the shit. Counting my blessings like 1, 2, 3. Counting my blessings like 1, 2, 3. Why you would you make me know? Why you would you make me know? We go with you make me know. Why you would you make me know? Keep on doing you make me know.
One more minute. Put your hands together for her. A round of applause, a round of applause. So what's your name?
My name is Exodus.
I wanted to say it in Yoruba language. Don't use American accent because we are born using Yoruba accents to introduce yourself properly. So using Yoruba accent, what's study it in Yoruba Dada. What's your name?
Orúkọ mi ni Exodus.
Excellent work.
Orúkọ mi ni Exodus Adewoluwa Moses.
Put your hands together for her. Now, I think there's a time for them to ask a question from her, right? Do you have your question already? I'll pass the mic to her when she wants to answer the question.
What is your greatest accomplishment?
What is your greatest accomplishment?
I believe my greatest accomplishment to be in middle school. I won a speech competition, and the speech was very heartfelt. And when I won it, it felt like the words I wrote were like important. And I've been writing for a long time, so when other people scored it and I won, it made me feel great. $1,000. What would you use it for?
How much money?
Now it's
Wait, how much money? $1,000. That ain't enough. That ain't enough.
If you were to give me $1,000, I would spend some of it on. I would spend some of it on like American Deli, and then the rest I would save it. I really love American Deli.
All right, put your hands together for her. The music for her. The music for her to rest of the place. Music. Now the next person is going to be Esther Adeleke. Put your hands together for Esther Adeleke. First of all, introduce yourself in American accent.
Hello, my name is Esther. My Yoruba name is Oluwafumilaya, meaning God has given me joy.
That's right.
Now, you started with English with American accent, so I want you to go to in Yoruba language.
Orúkọ mi ni Oluwafumilaya. My parents are from Ogun State.
I know that's right, yeah.
Put your hands together for the Ogos. From the Ogos. All right, it's time for correction. We're going to go with 3 questions this time.
You said 3 questions?
3.
3 questions.
3 questions. So you gotta have to work together to come up with 3 questions because of our time. So who's going first? You.
If you could change anything in the world right now, like politics or just anything else, what you
If I could change anything.
Anything in the world right now, politics or environment?
I think, don't judge me when I say this, but I think I would change the many people who deny God. Because many people don't understand that with God and everything that's created with God, it's just like many people think that God is just a thing. They center God as just a person, just oh yeah, God is gonna do this. They speak about God different times, but they say they're gonna do this, but repeat everything that happens. I just feel like I want other people to believe that, you know, there's a place if you if you become very serious with your life about God, you're gonna see the way He's gonna transform your life from A to B. And yeah.
Put your hands together for her. Next question.
If you had all the resources and money, what would you do to contribute to making Nigeria a better place?
You have resources, money. What are you going to do to make Nigeria great? Oh, good.
Some things that I would do for Nigeria. We all know the bad government. They need people who's gonna be reassuring, like, reassuring that this is gonna happen and it's actually happening. And I want them to understand that it's not all gonna happen at once, but it does take time, so that it does take time, and it's not all just gonna happen at one time, but slowly they'll start to see the changes. And yeah.
Round of applause, please. Last but not least, what you guys come up with? Last question.
What makes you different about people your age?
What makes me different? There are a lot of different things about me. I was always the tall girl that was really quiet, or either talked a lot. But something that's really different is that I had the ability to tell my friends that I'm different. Like, I'm different in different ways. I play sports, different things, but that doesn't define me. But it does show that I'm not different from anybody else, but something that is different is that I can say that I'm a child of God. Many can't say that.
Many can't say that.
Many can't say that. Many can't say that. I can say that I love playing basketball. I have a passion for it. I love throwing discus and shot. I'm actually third in the county. So I can say that it's something that is different. Once again, it was my first year. It's my first year doing shot and discus for the first time in high school, and I can say that I have not been below third or fourth place.
I know that's right.
So,
Round of applause for our please. DJ music for our girls in the building, please. This is the time we've been waiting for. Don't forget, we're doing this for love of God. Nobody is first, no one is second. But in the presence of God, we are all first. But right now, we're about to introduce both of them to come in. Then the judges are putting all their scores together for us to choose. So on this note, I'll be introducing back on the stage Esther Adeleke and Exodus Moses. Put your hands together for them, please. Before them.
I feel very happy to do this because I don't do this often. This is something that I stepped out my comfort zone to do. So, yeah.
And how do you guys feel about both of them? I'm only in from the one side of the building. And we have about 100 people here. How do you guys feel about both of them? Do you feel happy to see them? Alright, it's the time. Judges, are you ready? Who's gonna represent the judge to come out and say something about scores? Do you guys get it together? You guys get it together? You gotta get it together. Okay, can we do it? Only one judge have to come in to interviews and give us the criteria for them to win tonight's project. So let me know. Autograph, yeah. We're waiting for the judges.
I want y'all to look to your right. That is our former pageant, Mrs. Shewa. Sorry, I don't know why I said Mrs. Shewa. Anyways, she's gonna be crowning. Guys. If you can hear me clap 3 times. Back right. We're gonna have a problem. All right, so as Shewa goes to the judges to get the points, she's gonna crown the first and the second place. Yeah, she's gonna crown the first and the second place. I know you guys are kind of standing there awkwardly, but don't worry, don't get nervous. Y'all wanna dance? You wanna dance with her? No, I'm not gonna dance with y'all. Well, go ahead and dance. Let them know, yeah.
Hello everyone. So sorry I'm not dressed. I'm so sorry. But now we have our 2 contestants here today. Contestants here today. They're 2 very beautiful girls, beautiful in their own way. As you can see, both of them deserve the win today. But there's one person who just got that. She just got that, you know. The winner is Esther!
Ponder on. And so when I was in middle school, I realized that I wasn't making as many friends as I wanted to, or wanting to hang out with the people I used to. And so I thought that by changing the way I was going to attract new friends. By that age, I started noticing girls and the way they dressed, and I started to realize, wow, God really made them fearfully and wonderfully. But what ended up happening is that I said, I'm going to fit into this particular group and not outside of it. And so when that happened, I would just do what everybody else did in that group. And so in the beginning, it wasn't anything bad. It was just, okay, we're all trying to fit in, make a name for ourselves. But as time went on, we said, wait, maybe we can change things in the way they are so that we can have more things to show for it. And so when I was 18, I ended up getting arrested and I had to go to jail. And so that made me realize, wow, all this time of having been with these people, right, from 8th grade to senior year, didn't lead to anything. It was these friends that I would call on when we were together, but now that I needed them, they weren't there. And so my parents ended up having to come, get me out, and let me know, hey, this is what we're looking at. It's going to take a lot for us to get you out. And throughout that time, I had still been going to church, but we had also started going to a Baptist church near where we live. And all those teachings from Sunday started coming back, because when you're incarcerated, you have a lot of time to just sit and reflect, not do much. So afterwards, when I got out, I started to think about, okay, I was before a judge, and I was paying for my actions, and now I have to continue doing that, and it's on my record. So afterwards, I started asking my dad, hey dad, when I get out of this, what will life hold for me? And so he would tell me options. Well, you can do this, you can try to do that. And I said, well, what about when it comes to my soul? Or, I still feel guilty. I don't feel that I've let it go. And he said, well, yeah, it's because you can't do enough to ever pay for it. And so that got me to think about all the times that I was taught in Sunday, the preachings of how we have a debt that we could never pay. And then I started to think about the gospel and how Jesus came as a servant, lived a perfect life, died the death we should, and then was raised 3 days later because he was sinless. And as a young adult, I started to think about, I still have so many years to go to college, to find work, to eventually get married and have a family. And that's looking more impossible now. I'm feeling a lack of hope. But with going to the gospel and keeping referring to that, I realized that God already had a plan way before I was even born. And so that's when I started to asking the questions to not just my dad, but some of the people in the church that would go to. And so the first thing they did was refer me to the gospel and the word of God. Not just, okay, this is what I think things are, and here it is, but let's see what the Bible says. And so when that happened, I realized that I had sinned from the very beginning till now, and that I can't do anything to get me out of that sin. So as they worked with me, I realized that I needed to be baptized. And so on March 18th, 2012, I got baptized after having completed some lessons and getting to know the gospel, the different parts of the gospel. And so that day, I did feel born again, brand new. I was visiting, and I wanted them to meet my friends. So when she came over, invited from a mutual friend, it was just so many things happened at once. We got to talking. I got to know her because both of our friends were there. We didn't feel that we had to put on more than we were. And so she stayed over until 2:30 that night, just talking with a small group of friends. And so after that, we went on our first date. And after the first date, she said, okay, are we going to date or what's going to happen? Because I need to be certain. So I told her, yeah, we can do long distance. And so that was another reason. So we dated, and by October, November, I knew that I wanted to marry her. So God is the one who made us. We didn't just happen to come here and that's it. As I said before, God knew us before the foundations of the earth. He knew who we would be and what our name would be, and what what we would be afraid of and what we would want and what we would not want. So I wanted to start in Genesis, right? That's the first book of the Bible. There's 66 books. This is the first one of them. And it talks about how God created the earth in 6 days and rested on the seventh. And so after he's made heaven and earth, after he's made light and darkness, or separated light from darkness, after he's made all the plants and the animals, he makes man. And so the verse I wanted to read from was Genesis 1, verse 26. And it says, "Then God said, let us make man in our own image, according to our likeness, and let them rule over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the sky, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth." God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created them, male and female. God blessed them. God said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth, and subdue it, and rule over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the sky, and over every living thing that moves." And so we see here that after making things that are much bigger than us, planets, trees, mountains, oceans, God makes us. But he makes us in his own image. And he just makes male and female. That's it. And so the beautiful thing from that is that we know we are made in his likeness. Not just in what we look, but what we're capable of, right? The gifts we have to give to talk, to reason, to build, to envision. And so in this moment of the history of the world, everything's perfect. If we skip down to a little bit later in that chapter, he says that he saw everything that he had created and it was very good. And so from there, we go to chapter 2, and this is kind of a zoom into that last day of creation when God makes man. So when God makes man, he first makes the male, Adam, outside of Eden, the paradise. And so afterwards, he puts him in the garden to tend the garden, to give names to all the animals. And then Adam realizes that all the animals have mates. There's a male bird, a female bird. There's a female crocodile, and there's a male crocodile. But he's alone. There's nobody like him. So God puts him on a deep sleep, takes a rib, and makes a woman. And so when Adam wakes up, he sees that it's flesh of his flesh and bone of his bone, and he calls her woman. And so from there, God blesses their union, as we see in chapter 1. He tells them to be fruitful, to have many children, to go over the earth and to rule over it. And so, again, at this point, everything is perfect. There is no sin, there's no corruption, there's no pain, there's nothing that we're familiar here with. But then in chapter 3, we have the enemy that tempts the woman. So, beginning in verse 1, chapter 3 of Genesis. "Now the serpent was more crafty than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And he said to the woman, Indeed, has God said, You shall not eat from any tree of the garden? The woman said to the serpent, From the fruit of the trees of the garden we may eat, but not from the fruit of the tree which is in the middle of the garden. God has said, You shall not eat from it or touch it, or you will die." Now, this is God asking man, "Where are you?" God being God, he knows where man is, and he knows what man has done. But he asked this question as a father, as his son, "Where are you?" Or "What have you done?" And it's to get the person to think. It's to draw out what their thoughts and feelings are, rather than just, let me say this and that's it. So verse 10, Adam said, "I heard the sound of you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid myself." And God said, who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree of which I commanded you not to eat? The man said, the woman whom you gave me to be with me, she gave me from the tree, and I ate. So at this point, rather than the man owning up to the sin he has committed, he points the finger and says, it wasn't me, it was this person, it was her. Then the Lord God said to the woman, what is this you have done? And the woman said, the serpent deceived me, and I ate. So she sees what her husband does and follows suit and points at the serpent. But notice how God doesn't ask the serpent what he did. Let's see what God does say to the serpent. Then the Lord God said to the serpent, because you have done this, cursed are you more than all the cattle and more than every beast of the field. On your belly you will go, and dust you will eat all the days of your life. And I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your seed and her seed. So your descendants and her descendants. To the woman he said, well, between your seed and her seed, he shall bruise you on the head, and you shall bruise him on the heel. Now, this part of verse 15 is really important, because this is the first time we get to see the gospel preached. The gospel is the good news. And the reason why it's called good news is because it lets us know that we have hope. Not just that we're sinners and we're condemned to sin and to pay for it in eternity by going to hell, but that we have hope. And so when he says seed of the woman, he's saying something that the woman produces. Now, up to this point, only men have seed. But God is alluding to the virgin birth that will come later in the New Testament. So going back to verse 16, to the woman he said, I will greatly multiply your pain in childbirth. In pain you will bring forth children, yet your desire will be for your husband, and he will rule over you. And then to Adam he said, because you have listened to the voice of your wife, and have eaten from the tree about which I commanded you, saying, you shall not eat it. Cursed is the ground because of you. In toil you will eat of it all the days of your life. Both thorns and thistles it shall grow for you, and you will eat all the plants of the field. By the sweat of your face you will eat bread, till you return to the ground, because from it you were taken. For you are dust, and to dust you shall return. So here we see God cursing the serpent, cursing the woman, and cursing the man. So it is at this point that the world is no longer perfect. There is now pain, there is now fear, there is now sorrow, but more importantly, there is now sin. And sin is separation from God. And the reason why we can't approach God is because he's holy, which is something we're going to see later on. But at this point too, he gives specific curses to the man and the woman, right? The woman who was supposed to have children now has those children as pain. And you can ask my wife, and you can ask me because I was with her when she gave birth, how painful it is. If it were, and at this point, the prophet Habakkuk realizes around him that there is a lot of disease, a lot of famine, a lot of destruction, and that they are about to be taken over violently by the Babylonians. And so he's asking God, I see this. What are you going to do about it? And God answers him and says, I'm going to take these people and I'm going to use them against you so that you turn away from your sin and turn to me. And that really astonishes Habakkuk because he says, that's not what I wanted you to do. I wanted you to make us feel plenty. You know, I want to have grain in the fields and sheep in the stalls and feel bountiful. But God then answers him that, well, since I'm God, I know what's best. And we then see a vision that is revealed to Habakkuk from God. And in this vision, we see, so since there's only 3 chapters in Habakkuk, it's a very small book to find. And I'm going to my table of context to find it. So the vision that Habakkuk sees from God is God coming down from his mountain. So this is Habakkuk chapter 3, verse 3. And God comes from Teman, the Holy One from Mount Paran. His splendor covers the heavens, and the earth is full of his praise. So here it's talking about what God has made with his hands, creations. His radiance is like the sunlight, and his rays, he has rays flashing from his hand, and there is the hiding of his power. But now we're going to take a look from what he has created to what he is bringing. Before him goes pestilence, and plague comes after him. The pestilence could be bugs, could be sickness, and then plague is like locusts when they come and eat all the crops. He stood and surveyed the earth. He looked and startled the nations. Yes, the perpetual mountains were shattered. The ancient hills.
Science 500. Not a good choice, but let's see what they got. This is the only internal human organ capable of completely regenerating itself. 15. What did that answer? What? What is a liver? Does anybody have anything different from a liver? What? Kidney? We have liver, kidney. Who else has does anyone else have any different? Liver, kidney. And Price Queens with 600. Max Flies with 1700. And then Chaperone. Matthews for 100. Matthews. A chain with 4 equal sides and 4 right angles.
Say what?
A chain with 4 equal sides. Is that your final answer? What is a square? Does